Imagine waking up to the news that mysterious drones are buzzing over your country's most sensitive areas, causing airports to shut down and sparking fears of a coordinated attack. That's exactly what Denmark is grappling with right now, and it's far more chilling than it sounds. But here's where it gets controversial. While officials are calling this a hybrid attack, the question of who's behind it and why remains shrouded in mystery. And this is the part most people miss. The drones aren't just random nuisances. They're systematically targeting critical infrastructure, from military bases to major airports, in a way that screams professionalism. On Wednesday night, drone sightings once again disrupted operations at Danish airports, with Aalborg Airport, a key facility used by both civilian and military forces, being completely shut down. Danish officials held a press conference the following morning, revealing that drones had also been spotted over the southern cities of Esbjerg and Sonderborg, as well as the Fighter Wing Skrydstrup airbase, home to Denmark's F-16 fighter jets. The goal of this kind of hybrid attack is to create fear. Danish Justice Minister Peter Hummelgaard explained, "It's about sowing discord and making us feel vulnerable." To combat this threat, the Danish government is planning to invest in advanced drone detection systems and introduce legislation allowing infrastructure owners to shoot down unauthorized drones. These moves come on the heels of similar incidents earlier in the week, when Copenhagen Airport and Oslo Airport in Norway were forced to close due to drone activity. Both cities sit along strategic shipping lanes connecting the North Sea to the Baltic Sea, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. Here's the kicker. Danish Defence Minister Troels Lund Poulsen is convinced this is no amateur operation. "Everything points to a professional actor," he stated, describing it as a hybrid attack using different types of drones. While Poulsen noted that there's no direct evidence linking Russia to the incidents, he didn't rule out the possibility, especially given Russia's recent history of drone incursions into NATO airspace. Denmark is even considering invoking NATO's Article 4, which would trigger formal consultations with allies. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen called the drone intrusions a serious attack against critical infrastructure. And when asked about Russia's potential involvement, she replied, "I cannot reject the possibility that it could be Russia." The Kremlin, however, has dismissed these claims as baseless accusations, and the Russian embassy in Denmark went a step further, labeling the drone sightings a staged provocation, aimed at escalating tensions and prolonging the Ukrainian conflict. Investigators are exploring multiple theories, including the possibility that the drones were launched from nearby ships. Danish authorities have identified 3 tankers with ties to Russia, the Astrol 1, Pushpa, and Oslo Carrier 3 as potential launch points. Of these, only the Pushpa was near Aalborg during the latest incident. Interestingly, the Pushpa is part of Russia's so-called shadow fleet, uninsured tankers with murky ownership used to evade international sanctions. As of Thursday, the vessel was sailing toward the English Channel, en route to India. But here's the real question. Is this a coordinated act of aggression, a false flag operation, or something else entirely? The Danish government is determined to find out, but in the meantime, the drones continue to fly, leaving a trail of uncertainty and fear in their wake. What do you think? Is Russia behind this? Or is there another player at work? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. This is one mystery that's begging for answers.